Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the influence or the environmental influence on entrepreneurship, guys. Okay, so modern business is treated as a social and economical institution and is affected by political, social, and economical forces. So basically, when you say to your parents or to anyone that you are going to start a company, so there will be multiple questions that everyone will ask, right? So it might be from politically or legally or from your family or from someone, right? Yes. Similarly, let us go through them. So political factors, so various government policies prevailing in society will affect the setting up of your enterprise. So basically assume that you want to take some enterprise and you want to start working on it, but in India or in your locality it is restricted to build something on it. So in that situation you are indirectly forced to not to start your company, right? So these kind of things are nothing but political factors. Sorry guys, I don't know any kind of example which is prohibited and which someone wants to build a company. Sorry for that. Okay, yes, let us continue. So the next is nothing but legal factors. Okay, starting an enterprise involves fulfillment of various legal requirements. Okay, so it is similar to political, the legal also, guys. So assume that you want to start a multinational company, MNC. Okay, yes. So you want a building of 25 floors or 30 floors or 50 floors, like you want to build a huge company and you are already having multiple companies, so you want to combine them all and locate them at the same place. So in this situation you need multiple floors, multiple computers and all those things, right? Yes. So in most of the countries multiple floors, like around 10 to 15 floors could be the maximum, right? I don't know exactly, but I'm just giving a guesswork, guys. Okay, so assume that at max you can build a house of a apartment or a house or an building or a skyscraper of around 25 or 20 floors, right? In that situation if you want a 30 floors or 40 floors you cannot do it, right? Yes. So it is legally prohibited, right? Hence you need to have the legal rights or legal permissions first of all. Okay, similarly social and cultural factors, so these are nothing but our society and our culture. Okay, so evaluating the society and cultural factors plays a vital role and requires that enterprise is compatible. So all your family members should agree for it. Basically if you are working on it they should agree, right? Yes. Similarly the culture, so whatever you belong to, everything should agree for it, what you are doing, like that, right? Yes. Similarly economic factors. Okay, so the virtual economic factors like demand and supply will determine the size of enterprise. So basically you are creating something and none is buying it, guys. So no one is buying it. So is there any use of your company? No, right? Yes. So that is the reason why always you should think about that thing. Okay. Similarly, the development and institutional factors. Okay. The encouragement and guidance of various government and non-government institutions plays a vital role in setting up of an enterprise. So basically many institutions or many kind of organizations are nowadays ready to give you money to start your enterprise, and you need to return back their money once the on time or once the project is done and you are getting money. So in that way it is some kind of bank, you can say. Based on your idea they'll be giving you money. Okay, yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea about this. So this is the last lecture of this unit, guys. So I'm not doing any kind of dedicated video for each and every unit important questions, as we are having a very limited topics in each unit, and even in them I don't know whether I am writing all the questions or not, guys, because we don't have any kind of proper textbook or anything. So that is the reason why I'm following blindly the syllabus copy, guys. Okay, yes. So if there are any missing topics, if you identify, please let me know, guys, and please prepare all the 5 units, guys. Okay, please, it's a request from my side, because even if you prepare 5 units, around 2 to 3 LAQs at max will be coming, and assume we have 7 LAQs, and among them around 3 to 4 you might get from my notes or from our syllabus, and the rest could be like the topics which you can write on your own, like what are the problems which the entrepreneurs face, what are the challenges, like we discussed with them, but you need to write on your own as it as an LAQ. So that is the reason why I'm not giving any important, and please make sure that you are going through all 5 units, guys. Okay, yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea on this. So in the next lecture we will be starting the second unit, in which we will be firstly discussing about the identification and characteristics of enterprise. Okay, yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.